What's your why? How answering these three simple words can change your company and your life.
This is the Franchise Pitfalls and Profit Show. Each week, we bring you the challenges and triumphs of being in the franchise development and consulting business. The things you need to make money faster. And now your host, one of the most successful franchise developers in North America, Don Shin.
You know, if you listen to my podcast on a regular basis, you're someone who most likely deals with people's future. You know, you're in the franchise development space. You're helping people into business. Maybe you work for or own a specific brand that you're trying to get people involved in. You want to find the right people, or you're a franchise broker or a franchise consultant who deals with a lot of different brands, and you're really dealing in a broader, bigger way with people's futures, because you're trying to see whether business ownership through franchising is going to be the right thing for them, whether they have the business owner mindset, and then finding them, ideally the best business, the best fit for them. So answering the question, what's your why, is critical. So today I'm reviewing a book written by Kent Burns. And Kent, of course, says, what's your why? How a 3-word question can change you, your company, and the lives of those you lead. And I'm going to add to that the lives of those you work with, the lives of your clients. Because again, in franchise development, we are working with people that are interested in business ownership for a whole lot of different reasons. So one of the first keys that Kent talks about in his book is to uncover and understand the why, and then unleash it. And he talks about a treasure hunt, or the treasure principle. So there's 3 ways to begin working with yourself to understand your why, but also working with some of your clients or your prospects. And that is, what do you think of? What does someone think of on a regular basis? What are your thoughts? What attracts you that's on your mind on a regular basis? So that's one question. The second question is, where do you spend your time? And the third question is, where do you spend your money? These are your treasures. These are the things that, at a 15,000 foot view, is the first pass at looking at where your treasure lies. If you're a spiritual person or a godly man or woman, the Bible even says that where your treasure is, there also you will find your heart. And, again, whether you're a godly person or a believer or a Christian or not, the bottom line is, we're dealing with people's real hearts and drives and desires. And so very, very important, this principle around finding out where your treasure lies. Once you find where your treasure lies, this is what Ken talks about, then you want to dig deeper. Think of the old pirate movies, pirate stories, where there was a treasure map and it had a big X on it. Here's where the treasure lies. And that's where you want to dig. So once you're at a place where you know what you're thinking on a regular basis, you've analyzed where you spend your money and you've analyzed where you spend your time, then you want to dig in that place. So some follow-up areas that Ken talks about digging deeper in are relationships. Who's important to you? Who do you spend the most time with as far as people? The second thing is, when you're digging deeper, is, are there things in life that you enjoy, things in life that you like having or participating in or with? A third question is, what brings you joy? Dig deeper down in here than just the thinking and where you spend your time and where you spend your money, but what brings you joy? What brings you happiness? And then lastly is, what are you passionate about? Document, think through what really fires you up. And as you're thinking of all of these, the things that you like, the joy that you get, the happiness, the passions, think about where you feel these ways, and with whom. And then again, ask that deeper question: why do I feel these ways at this place, with these things, and with these people? So you can use your why and others' whys, the whys of others, to build a company. You can work with employees. You can build successful companies by knowing what your employees' whys are, where their treasure lies, where their heart is. And the more you are authentic, Kent says, the more you are authentic with your why, with the people around you, again, particularly if you're building a company, with the people around you, the more authentic you are with them about your why, the more likely they are to follow. The more likely your why will become part of their why. So he talks about successfully leading companies with sharing your why. You can also motivate and mentor. I'm not going to talk a lot about that because more of what I want you thinking about your why, and this whole question of what's your why, I want you using that with your prospects. Again, the majority of you listening are either maybe looking at owning your own business. So this would be a great question and process to think through for yourself. But more of you who listen to me and subscribe to my podcast, more of you are helping others with this. So I want you. I don't want to focus so much on how to motivate and mentor within a company and growing your company. I want you more to think about what Kent's written about and how you can help others into business for themselves. I'm going to close with a quote, paraphrasing a quote from Zig Ziglar that Kent uses in his book as he closes up and wraps up the book. Basically, Zig always said that if you want to be successful, then go out and help others be successful. If you want to get what you want to get, help others get what they want to get. So I'll leave that with you. Again, what's your why? Begin with asking, what do I think a lot about? What consumes my thoughts and my mind? Where do I spend time, and where do I spend my money? And then that's marks your X. That's where you want to go deeper about the things you like, the joys you have, the passions you have. Where are they? Who are you with when you're there? And why are those your passions and your joy?